They just started brand new. They came just a few weeks ago in January. The reason why they
one car, Pennsylvania plates number, is still one guy. I mean, I have been seeing him about 10 days now. He's sleeping inside the car, and now also because I just 4 hours ago also he's just right there, the same spot by Barnet and 48th Street. Yeah, at that corner. Because I work on the night time and I return back 4 a.m. Every night. And every night I can see lots of people are there, but the only one guy he's sleeping. I mean, about 10 days now inside the car. Now still he's sleeping. I mean, I just want to report that. But
no, I think you mean 48th Avenue, right?
yeah, 48. And Barnet, yeah, by the corner, yeah.
Not Burnett, I think he's saying Barnett. Barnett.
Yeah, Barnet.
Oh, Barnett.
Sorry.
No, my apologies. Barnet, okay.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so I was thinking Barnet, that's only like, that's right by the station house. I would have noticed it.
Barnet. Yeah.
Okay. It's no problem if you just give us a call if you see it. We can always check him out to make sure that everything's legitimate. If it's his car and he sleeps in his car legitimately, that's one thing. But we can always, just, at the very least, just check it out to make sure everything is all right. We do have conditions in the last few months of people breaking into cars. That has been a little bit better. It always starts with everything else as well. And I'm speaking on behalf of every police officer in the department, we do not care about your citizenship status. We cannot and we won't ask, are you here illegally? Are you here, are you a citizen? If you call 911 because you need help, that's why we're here. We are not going to discriminate against anyone because of their immigration status. First of all, that's illegal, and second of all, everybody needs to know that when a police officer gets called, we're here to help you. Don't be afraid to call 911 if you have any type of emergency. And the fear about a language barrier is very common. New York City is made up of so many languages. We can't expect everyone to speak a common language here. And that's not an issue. When the 911 operator knows what language you're comfortable speaking with, you're gonna get that translator. When the officers show up, if they don't speak that language, we have this thing called Language Line. It's us using a company with pretty much any language you could think of. And it's a 24-hour business. All we do is we pick up the phone and we say, this is who we are. We need an interpreter for this language. And within a minute or two, we're gonna get that person. It's very, very streamlined and it's very easy, and every single officer on the street has the ability to use their phone to get that service. So the only problem with not being able to speak the same language as the officer is maybe you'll get a minute or two delay in trying to tell the officer what happened. I mean, our department is so diverse that there's always a good chance that the language you speak, I'm gonna have an officer nearby that speaks the same language that's working right this moment. And if that's the case, they're just gonna come over and help translate. If not, we always have certified translators that our department can dispatch out to you guys if we need some type of language to be translated. But the very first thing the officers do is they take out their phone, they go to Language Line, and then they say, this is the language we need an interpreter for. And
actually, I'm an executive director of a nonprofit. We're from Minority Empowerment Network. This is our team. And before I start, I actually want to give a huge shout out to Detective Torres. He's the one that invited us to the meeting. And we also want to give a shout out to Councilwoman Julie Won and our friend Joanna Carmona. They're all aware about the issue that I'm about to bring up. We actually had a meeting already with Detective Torres and Julie at her office, and we wanted to bring up a concern that's been ongoing in our community. We represent the South Asian community in Sunnyside, Jackson Heights, Woodside, all over Queens really. And we've had a lot of issues with people stealing car parts as well as threatening people from our descent in Burnett Avenue and 48th Street. And every night they've been like breaking windows, they've been stealing car parts, and our team member actually was in his car when a person approached his car and tried to like steal from him. And when we do call the cops, you know, it's not an emergency. We did speak to Detective Torres about that, so it takes a while for them to come. But we're basically concerned about our safety as well as about what can be done for this issue. And we were wondering if there's any way to kind of increase patrolling in the area, or if there's anything you can tell us about community patrolling, how does it work? And this is something that's been going on in the community for a few months now. And we had that conversation with Julie, and they said it would be better for us to come here and represent the community. A lot of people from the South Asian community can't speak like perfect English, so they're kind of also afraid of like talking to the cops, and they're afraid of like having their status or something be asked for. A lot of them are still in the process of getting their green cards or citizenships. So I want to make it clear that that's not what's going to happen. I want you, I kind of like, because we're also recording it live for the Nepali and the South Asian descent to see it. So if you could clearly tell us that if they are to approach the police, that they'll be safe, they'll be okay, and also if there's anything that can be done for the concern.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for the question. It's a lot of topics all in one. A certified and verified translator that comes and helps. So it's not an issue if you can't speak English. It's not an issue if you think that, you know, we're gonna get you because you're here or just waiting for any type of citizenship. We don't care about that. We care about the actual crime that happened. We care that you have an emergency. You know, we're here. What happened and what can we do? Just going by the issue with the car break-ins. Just to clarify, when you say people broke into cars, are we talking about people breaking into cars to steal like personal items in the car, or people breaking into cars to steal like car parts? For yeah, go ahead.
Hi, Captain. Thank you for all you do. Thank you, team, for all you guys do. I really appreciate it. I have two questions. First one is, in the community, there's some kind of misbelief that calling police is something which is not good. Like, if you call the police, our number will be in the record of NYPD, which is something not good. That's why some people sometimes they refrain from calling police for like small reasons. So is that something? Is just a misbelief, or does that affect that person, in a long run, or anything like that? And then second question is, if we need to contact somebody, right, like an email or something, is it an email, a contact, email number, email address that we can contact if we have any concerns and stuff like that?
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Before you leave, I'll give you some emails that goes directly to my neighborhood coordination officers. They're actually staying right over there. I'm sorry I didn't introduce you guys. That's Sergeant Horn. He's my supervisor for the neighborhood coordination officers. He's going to be overseeing a lot of operations we have and a lot of stuff that we do to help address the quality of life. I have they just started brand new. They came just a few weeks ago in January. The reason why they
नमस्ते म टोमा लामा हेलो अमेरिकाको सह निर्देशक अमेरिकाबाट प्रसारण भइरहेको हेलो अमेरिकाको हरेक सामग्रीहरू तपाईहरुले मन पराउँदै आउनु भएको छ। हेलो अमेरिकाले तपाईहरु माझ विविध किसिमका मनोरञ्जनात्मक कार्यक्रमहरू प्रस्तुत गर्दै आइरहेका छौं। तपाईहरुले हेलो अमेरिकालाई हेर्न नभुल्नु होला, सधैं माया गरिराख्नु होला। Don't forget to like, share, subscribe our Hello America Online TV